Anyway, so what'd you guys do this weekend? Other than sit around? You know what I did? I watched, somebody tweeted me on the old Twitter and told me, are you watching the time trials for Monaco? And here's the thing. I'm new to F1, as you guys know. I can barely remember the fucking names. So I'm like, I had no idea like how they qualify for a race. I just thought you get like 5 laps around the track. Whoever has the best time gets the pole position, and then they just work their way back. But that is not how it works. It's like a whole other day of racing. Because I always wonder why the fuck do people show up to watch these qualifying? I mean, just watch some guy by himself out there. Yeah.
He's got to be in 8th place tomorrow.
That's not how it works. It is the race before the race, and it's like there's 3 races. So there's 3 levels of the qualifying. First of all, there's practice laps to get you used to the track, and if you don't do the practice laps, you're not allowed to race. So obviously there's probably some safety thing. Like, dude, you're not just going to fucking go out there and start driving 200 miles an hour. Is this next one a right or a left turn? Shit! Qualifying. Okay, so there's like 3 rounds of it. So qualifying, the first round 1, it's like March Madness, but with cars. It lasts for 18 minutes. Everybody gets on the fucking track. I'm sure they let 6 out, then another 6. I don't know how the fuck they do it. I missed that part of it, okay? But it lasts for 18 minutes. At the end of which time, can you tell I'm reading this? The 6 slowest drivers are eliminated from qualifying, and 16 advance to QT, the qualifying 2. So those 6 are going to be, and I thought, oh my God, are they out of the fucking race? Is this like golf where you miss the cut? And I found out later, no, they just start way in the back. Okay? So there's 22 fucking drivers, I guess. So let's see. So 6 of them are fucking eliminated. But aren't there usually only 20 drivers? Do 2 not have to go home? I have no idea. If anybody knows the information to that. I don't know if you don't move to the next round of qualifying, if anybody actually doesn't get to race. Because I thought there was 20 cars in the race. And according to this math, there's 22. But whatever. So 6 are eliminated in the first one. Then the next 16, after a short break, the times are reset. And the 16 remaining cars run in a 15-minute session. So now we're down to 15. And at the end of which the slowest 6 cars are eliminated from qualifying, leaving 10 to progress to qualifying 3. Now, the top 10 spots after the race, that's when you're in the points. From first all the way to 10th. It's like something like 25 points for first, 18 for second, then it's like 15, then 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1 are the points. Huh? You're in the fucking lightning round at that point. And then whoever obviously has the best run after that gets the qualifying 3. After a further break, times are reset, and the final 12-minute session is held to decide pole position in the standing order of the top 10 grid places. That's when you're in the points. All right? That's when you're going home at least with a fucking year's supply of rice-a-roni if you're in the top 10. So I watched it because somebody on Twitter was like, dude, you got to watch this. This might be better than the race. So Lewis Hamilton from the Isle of Man. It's an island with men. Nothing but men. All walking around like, right, where are the fucking ladies? The birds, whatever the fuck they call them over there. Slags. Anyways, he's out there. He's got Mercedes. He's got one of the fastest fucking cars out there. But for whatever fucking reason, he's not getting enough downward force or something on the front of his car, and the front end is sliding all over everywhere. So he barely gets out of qualifying 1. He gets into qualifying 2, and there's a 15-minute session, and he's outside of the qualifying to get to the next level. His time is too slow. So he's got time to do one more run. Okay? Now he's in second place overall for the to become champ, to stay in to stay on pace to be whatever, the fucking best driver of the year. I'm sorry, guys. I'm new to this fucking thing. And his fucking front end starts sliding all over the place, and then some cunt hits the wall. So then the yellow flag comes out, and I guess that doesn't matter. If some asshole drives into the fucking wall, your qualifying time is done. This fucking idiot, he's a professional driver. He hits the wall. How do you hit the wall? I get it. You know. They said they actually put some special steering in. They make custom steering just for that fucking track in Monaco because they're just driving through the streets and they have such a hairpin turn that they actually have to turn the wheel harder than they do any other race. You know? Why wouldn't they just leave that in? Wouldn't you want to have that option? In case you had to drive all the way around something at some point in the other races? Evidently not. So anyways, long story short, this fucking guy, I think from Force India with the fuchsia car, just basically, you know, he pulls the Greg Brady, you know, got to beat Marsha, got to get closer than a quarter of an inch. He fucking slams right into the wall. And then that's it. And Lewis Hamilton was so fucking dejected, he couldn't even get out of his car, you know? And long story short, the fucking Ferraris, why the fuck does my goddamn computer keep doing this to me? Trying to get the screen to come up. Can you stay up? Do I got to sit there fingering the fucking thing the whole time? Yeah, so long story short, the Ferraris won the first and second position. And I think that Bottas guy, the Finnish dude, started in third. And Lewis Hamilton was all the way back in 14th. So he's out of the points. And you're driving through the fucking streets of Monaco, a sovereign state. In other words, they're in France, but they're not part of France. Like, yeah, fuck off. We're doing our own thing here. And I guess it's really hard to pass there. But despite that, the fucking race starts. And immediately he went from 14th to 12th. And I'm watching the race. And I'm like, this motherfucker, he's probably going to finish fourth. He's somehow going to figure, somebody's going to fuck up in their pit stop. Something's going to happen. So the whole time I'm watching the race, and I'm watching. Then he's 12th. Then he's 11th. Then he's 10th. And the fucking announcers are blowing it off because they're too busy looking at what the Ferraris are going to do, what the Red Bull team's doing, what the fuck Bottas is going to be doing in the Mercedes. And meanwhile, here's Lewis Hamilton just moving up. This is the longest I've ever talked about racing. Now, they got a feeling people are like, dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. They're driving around in a circle. No, they're not. They're not driving around. There's left and right turns, all right? There's a chicane. Dude, you at least got to watch Monaco. You should have watched Monaco where the fucking Illuminati people fucking back their yachts up. Although I went online and I found like you can actually, there's a lot of them are just like packages. Like those aren't just rich people with their yachts backed up. There's just a lot of like booze cruises. And you can sit there on a fucking yacht getting hammered, acting like you didn't just light up your fucking credit card. Whatever, Stacy. We'll deal with it when we get back. We get back east. So, long story short, on a track that you could not fucking pass on, somehow Lewis passed 7 fucking people, finished 7th. So, let's see, that's 1, 2. He got like 6 points or something like that. And the Ferraris came in first and second. All right. Sebastian Vettel ended up winning after a great fucking pit stop. And what's his face? Kimi Räikkönen, is that his fucking name? Räikkönen or whatever, Finnish dude. Sebastian's the Kraut, the German dude. He fucking comes out of the pit before him, and then you hear Kimi going like, oh, what the fuck? He sounded like me when somebody cut me off in traffic, but he's driving like 170 miles an hour. And then what's his face? Daniel, always a bridesmaid, never a fucking winner. Ricardo came in fucking third. That guy's always on the podium, never comes in first. He's got to be pissed. Like, guys, what the fuck? Can you do something to the car here so I can get past these Ferraris and Mercedes? I mean, what I got to do here? So long story short, Ferrari as a team has 196 points. Mercedes has 179. And the Americans, the Yanks, just to let you know, we're pulling up the rear. We got our first points of the season. What do we got? We got Romain like the lettuce, Grosjean, he got 9 points. And then Kevin Magnussen like the condoms got 5. So we got 14 points. So just those Ferraris and Mercedes better mind their fucking P's and Q's because the Yanks are coming. All right, thank you for fucking sitting through all of that shit. Let's talk about Tiger Woods.